Peace and love, everyone. Sending you all positive energy, high vibrations, success on your entrepreneurship. All love, all positivity. 1111 on my timer. Today, I'm going to be speaking about a very ancient, sacred flower. And it's known as the blue lotus. Okay? The blue lotus was found all throughout Kemet. Okay? And it had many different benefits. Okay? So the blue lotus was used for increase in blood flow in the body. It also was used because the ancients could navigate through different dimensions. It was used for dream state. Okay? It was also used for sexual arousal increase. Okay? It also was used and was symbolic to the God of creation of all, the creator of all, Amun-Ra. And why it associated with Amun-Ra was because it went down at nighttime and it rised, it blossomed like the sun. Okay? So every night it go down and then it come back again. So that's why it was symbolic to Amun-Ra, because it was like a death and rebirth. Okay? So the pharaohs and the netters wore it. See, they have it on their headdress now. Okay? It is the color blue, and the blue is symbolic to the heavens. Okay? It also was found on the jade pillars in Kemet. Okay? And it's also symbolic to cleanness, enlightenment, purification, regeneration. Okay? And when I tried it, it was very good. It smelled good. And I took like hemp wrap, free of tobacco, and I wrapped it up and I smoked it, and it actually increased my dream state. So it really works. But it was so hard for me to find. I had to drive like maybe 2 hours to get this blue lotus, but it's worth it, and it helps with brain development as well. Okay? Mental awareness. So this is a really good herb to try out to help. Okay? And even if you're having trouble with your dream state, the blue lotus will help with that as well. Okay? Always be mindful of that. So when you see this ancient symbol, just know that it is the blue lotus. Okay? And it helps us with purification, mental illness, death and rebirth, regeneration. It is symbolic to the God of all, the God of creation, Amun-Ra. Okay? It increases our blood flow and helps us with sexual activity increase if we need help with that as well. Okay? Always be mindful of that. So, basically, all these ancient symbols that were found throughout Kemet have a meaning. Okay? When we start to elevate and start to become aware of what's going on in the world, self-awareness, we start to be familiar with the ancient symbols that was used. Okay, these are sacred symbols, and not only was they used back in the ancient days, 404 on a clock, but they were also used, today now. They're used today, and it's for us to help, for the embetterment of us. Okay, so we can elevate. Okay, it's two beautiful babies, birds. They two black duality is all I'm thinking now. So it's just really a great thing to be able to take this ancient knowledge in, and be able to use it on our everyday living, and it's so we can elevate in life. Everything is about soul evolution, okay, and ascending. Okay, so half of these symbols, they want us to be familiar with who we are. okay, and who they were. And once we are familiar with knowledge of the self, we are familiar with universal knowledge as all unity, one collective consciousness, all here co-creating, everyone together. Okay, so I just wanted to shed some light on the Blue Lotus. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, you hit the like button, and you leave any questions in my description below. Just be mindful that the Blue Lotus was found in muddy, like swampy areas as well. I actually, when I started going more where Rob was at, in the south places, I used to actually be looking for it. Like, where is it at? I wish I could find one. You know, so they had the white lotus as well. And then they have the blue lotus. But the blue lotus, it helps with the dream state. Okay. And I just know about the blue lotus. I had the white lotus too. And I smoked that. And it was cool. But it didn't help me to increase my dream state like the blue lotus did. Okay. I always be familiar with that. So if you want to increase your dream state, you want to do the blue lotus. Okay. I love you all. And I'm sending you all positive energy and high vibrations. I'll be back with more ancient knowledge. Peace and love.